Western Spring Television. Ours it is.
Yes, KWWL!
Kiddies World with LOLAH!
Kiddies World with LOLAH!
Fun, educative, and inspiring!
Oh, welcome to a fresh episode of Kiddies World with LOLAH, a fun, inspiring, and educative children's show, showing right here every Saturday on Western Spring Television, channel 190 DTT. On Star Times. How are you all doing today? I said, how are you all doing today? Very good. Kudos to you, our viewers, for not missing any episode of this wonderful show. You're always wondering, oh, is it 1 p.m.? Oh, is it time? And I really want to say thank you. Thank you for being there. Thank you for watching all the time. I say you are the best. A warm welcome as well to all our audience. Put your hands together for yourself today. You are amazing. Look at them. They're pretty, they're beautiful, they're cute, they're handsome and smart. Thank you for coming around today. Thank you for being our energetic and fun-filled audience today. Thank you for coming. You're simply the best. On today's episode of Kiddies World with LOLAH, we have interesting and entertaining segments, just like you know, right? Those segments will inform you, educate you, and entertain you, our dear viewers. So you just fasten your seatbelt today like this and get set because it promises to be awesome today. All right, so children, I hope you're ready. I hope you're set. I hope you are ready. Okay, on this show today, we have the teaching segment, just like you know. Now, on today's teaching segment, I'm going to be teaching on something very important. I won't tell you yet. And of course, we have a special guest that will come and tell us a beautiful story. He's a young chap, cute, eloquent, and don't let me just describe him. You're going to meet him in a bit, okay? So today's special guest is a young chap. He's blessed, all right? And he just discovered his storytelling skill. Well, somebody said like his father, I wouldn't know. All right, so he's going to be telling us an interesting story. And we also have the game segment. Trust me, the game we're playing today, we have never played it before. And it is so fun. It's going to test your, your attention skill, and how gentle you are. So those of you that will always be beating your brother, whoa, you're rough. I'm sorry, you may not be able to do well in today's game. But if you're still and, you're well coordinated, trust me, you're going to win lots of gifts. Okay, so looking forward to that. I cannot wait. I don't know about you. So like I said earlier, I'm going to be teaching, okay? But before I teach, we're going to go on a short break. However, let me just tell you what I want to teach about because some of you cannot wait already. So I'm going to be teaching you some advanced way of saying some expressions. Children, get your paper, get your exercise book because you will have something to put down, something to learn on the teaching segment today. Okay, so we will have some children from the audience as well that are going to be answering some questions and will participate in that game I mentioned earlier. So just get ready and be ready for lots of inspiring, be ready for lots of fun today because it's going to be great. Join us every Saturday at 1 p.m. on the same television station to enjoy fresh episode of this exciting children's show. We're going on a short break now, and when we're back, I will start to teach. Make sure you don't miss it. If you need to do anything, quickly go and be back. We will be right back. Don't change the channel. Oh, yes, welcome. KWWL is Kiddies World with LOLAH. You know that. If you don't know it, well, they say if you don't get it, forget about it. Don't forget about this one, okay? All right, so I'm going to start the teaching segment right away. And I'm going to be teaching advanced way of expressing yourself. You see, doing the same thing the same way all the time can become boring. And it's the same with our expressions. So, children, how will you even feel if you clocked 4 today and next year you still clocked 4 years and another year you still clocked 4 years? You're going to be bored. So as you are improving in your age, as you're adding up your age, you should add up some expressions as well. So let's look at some advanced way of saying some of the things that we say. What would this do for you? Okay, now it will make you confident and sound professional. You will sound mature. So it is not only when you throw your hands up like this and you say, I want to be walking like mommy, I want to be walking like daddy. No, not until then. You can upgrade your communication and sound confident, matured, and professional. So here is the first expression that we want to upgrade. So, Falake, you should know about domestic animals. I don't know. I don't know. You say that all the time, right? Aha. So what is the advanced way of saying, I don't know? That is, you're not aware of it. So what do you say? Instead of saying, I don't know, say, that's not something I'm aware of. That's not something I'm aware of. I know it's longer than I don't know, but hey, you're growing, so you should grow in your vocabulary too. Instead of saying, I don't know, that's not something I'm aware of. Do you know when Daddy is coming back today? That's not something I'm aware of. But you should be careful not to now say, I don't know. That's not something I'm aware of. Because that's what we do most times. So it's either you say, I don't know, which is the basic, or you say, that's not something I'm aware of. Can we say that together? That's not something I'm aware of. Very good. So number 2, instead of saying, I'm not sure what to do. I'm not sure what to do. I'm at home now and the key is not here. I'm not sure what to do. So instead of saying, I'm not sure what to do, what's the advanced way, the senior way of saying, I'm not sure what to do? You can say, I'm at a loss as to how to proceed. It's lengthy, I know, but don't worry, I won't stretch it too much. So say after me, say, I'm at a loss as to how to proceed.
How to proceed.
I'm at a loss as to how to proceed. Okay, so instead of saying, I'm not sure what to do now. I left my snack money at home and now I'm hungry. I don't know what to do. I'm not sure what to do. Just say, I'm at a loss as how to proceed. I'm at a loss as how to proceed. Okay? I know you teenagers, you're already getting that down because that's the next line you want to use in your text message and WhatsApp message. That's all right. Okay, let's move on to number 3. Number 3 expression that we want to advance today is, hey, I'm sorry to bother you. I'm sorry to bother you. I'm so sorry to bother you. Okay, what's the advanced way of saying that? Just say, I apologize for the inconvenience. I apologize for the inconvenience. Can we say that? I apologize for the inconvenience. So you thought your mommy is in that office. And so you just knock, and then you open the door. And so, I apologize for the inconvenience. Do you understand? So instead of saying, sorry, I apologize for the inconvenience. So what do you say? I apologize for the inconvenience. That's it. Then the 4th expression we are upgrading today is, I'm not feeling well. I'm not feeling well. What else? How else can you say that? Remember that the expressions that are basic are not wrong. We're not saying it is wrong to say, I'm not feeling well. It's just basic. It's like, like basics that babies will use, but you're growing. Aren't you growing? So let's upgrade your expressions as you're growing. So if your teacher says, why, Bukumi, why are you looking dull today? instead of saying, oh, I'm not feeling well, you can say, I'm not at my best today. I'm not at my best today. I'm not at my best today. You know, with the emotions, of course, because you can't be doing that. I'm not at my best today, of course. You know, so when you're feeling a bit down, you're not feeling too well, so you can just say, oh, I'm not at my best today. So can we say that? I'm not at my best today. Well, make sure you're at your best tomorrow. Okay, then. All right, number 5, the fifth expression is when you say, oh, that's not what I meant. Oh, that's not what I meant. What are you telling us? That's not what I meant. Oh, isn't that how we use that expression? Okay, so instead of saying, that's not what I meant, you can say, I didn't mean to imply that. I didn't mean to imply that. Can we say that? I didn't mean to imply that. How would I say your head is not correct? I didn't mean to imply that. Okay? So, like I said, let me say it again. When you want to say, that's not what I meant. Okay? So maybe you have an argument or you're having a conversation and your sister says, mommy, come and see. Bolade just said that my head is not correct. Say, I didn't mean to imply that. So instead of saying, that's not what I meant, mommy, that is not what I meant, you can say, I didn't mean to imply that. Now, let's say it together. I didn't mean to imply that. So I want you to do that emotion like, I didn't mean. So can we do that? I didn't mean to imply that. Again, I didn't mean to imply that. Very good. All right. So these are advanced expressions that we are expected to make use of in our daily conversation, okay? I hope you will not forget the 5 of them. Should we go through the 5 of them again?
Yes.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Okay, so the first one, what's the first one now? Okay, what's the first one? Can you remember, children? Can anyone remember? Okay, just tell me any of them. Can you remember? Okay, let's go over them again. Number 1, instead of saying, I don't know, say what? That's not something I'm aware of. Say that. That's not something I'm aware of. Very good. Number 2, instead of saying, I am not, number 2 now, instead of saying that, oh, I am not what? I am not feeling well. What do you say? You say,
I'm not at my best.
I'm not. Very good. Put your hands together for her. That was awesome. I'm not at my best today, okay? And instead of saying, I'm not sure of what to do, what do you say? I'm at loss as to what to do. You've tried. Put your hands together for yourself. Well done. All right, so we'll go on a short break right now. And when we return, you are going to be meeting my guest. Who wants to meet my guest today? Whoa, right. Okay, so you're going to meet this gorgeous looking, dripping guest of mine, and yet small and petite like me. Don't go anywhere. It's Kiddies World with LOLAH.
Ahmadu Bello, a Prince Royal, was born 6th of December 1910 at Raba Village, Sokoto, northwestern Nigeria. His father was a district head and heir apparent to the Sultanate throne from the house of Usmanu Danfodio, a religious and social reformer who brought the Habib dynasty under the Fulani Caliphate in the beginning of the 19th century. Ahmadu Bello raised the bar of political consciousness in participation when, in 1944, he engineered the establishment of the Northern People's Congress (NPC) as the first political party in northern Nigeria and the rallying point for politicians in the region before independence. History will not forget Ahmadu Bello for his charisma and political sagacity, which provided easy passage for his kinsmen to assume political and administrative positions in Nigeria's post-independence era. The distinguished elder statesman and Sardauna of Sokoto has his face on his country's 200 naira currency as a mark of honor to one of the architects of Nigeria's independence. Western Spring Television identifies Ahmadu Bello as a watershed character in history. Dramatist, playwright, and icon of Yoruba thematic arts, Duro Ladipo was born December 18, 1931 in Osogbo, southwest Nigeria. His clergyman father christened him Timothy. His other names, Duro Dola, Duro Shomo, Duro Rike, reflected his persona and the circumstances that surrounded his birth. The legendary stage actor had in several public fora identified himself as one of the greatest abikus born to die in this world. Family records reveal how he was born and died 13 times. The intertwining names he bore thus lent credence to his spiritism. Duro Ladipo was one of the best-known and world-acclaimed Yoruba dramatists to emerge from post-colonial Africa. His notable works, Obakoso, Obawaja, and Moremi, took him beyond Africa to several parts of the world. By the time Duro Ladipo died on 11 March 1978, the Nigeria's first cultural ambassador had acquired a towering image as an artist whose works adorned the frontage of Trenchard Hall, University of Ibadan. Western Spring Television identifies Duro Ladipo as a major character in history. Fumilayo Ransom Kuti was an educationist and advocate of women's rights. She was recognized for her vitriolic comments against colonial policy of taxation as it affected the Nigerian women. Bere, as fondly addressed by her women followers, Fumilayo championed the initiation of universal adult suffrage, which gave an unprecedented leeway for women to contest elective offices and power to exercise voting rights. Married to a foremost educationist and teacher, Israel Oladotun Ransom Kuti, the first president of Nigeria Union of Teachers, Fumilayo Ransom Kuti was the mother of children who inherited her spirit of activism. Olufela and Be Ololari, the former, a renowned musical legend. She was the first female student of Abeokuta Grammar School and the first female to own and drive a car in Nigeria. The award recipient of Member of Order of Nigeria MON and Lenin Peace Prize, was born on 25th October 1900 and was killed on 13th April 1978 by rampaging road soldiers in Lagos. Western Spring Television identifies Fumilayo Ransom Kuti as a watershed character in history. Born Jeremiah Oyeni Obafemi on March 6, 1905, Obafemi Awolowo was a prime architect of Nigeria's independence and most consummate advocate of free education and social welfare in Africa's most populous nation. Erudite politician, thinker, and philosopher, Awo was fondly addressed by associates and political colleagues, brought his unique attributes to bear on governance in the defunct Western region. He administered as leader of government business and the premier between 1955 and 1958. Obafemi Awolowo's premiership witnessed pioneering in multi-sectoral policy initiatives and execution. The Western region under his administration paraded several enviable records. First television station in Africa, first real estate in Nigeria, first high-rise building in Nigeria, first modern sports stadium in Nigeria, first agricultural settlement in Nigeria, first modern civil service secretariat in Nigeria, and first industrial estate in Nigeria. His face is on 100 Naira denomination as a mark of honor for his distinguished services to his country. Western Spring Television identifies Obafemi Awolowo as a major character in history.
Oh yes, welcome, welcome, welcome. Of course, we have learned advanced way of saying some expressions. If you missed that, apologies, but then ensure you tune in on time next time. All right, so right now I've got my guest. You see, it is this your smile for me. Like, and he smiles and he goes like with his eyes. How are you today, young man?
Fine.
You're fine. You can see he's not only fine, he's cute, he's handsome. Please put your hands together for my darling guest today. All right. So I told you earlier, I said my guest today is so smart, he's cute, he's dripping. Is it not dripping? All right. So this is my guest and he's going to be telling us about himself. I know you all want to know his name. So hello, how are you, young man?
I'm fine.
Good to have you on the show today. Tell us your name, the name of your school, your class, your, what again? Best food, best color, best movie, and all of that. Okay, so you have the floor. What's your name, darling?
My name is Miles Samuel.
Huh? Miles. Can you spell that?
Myles.
Amazing. Put your hands together for Miles. Okay, that is like Miles from tomorrow. Something. There's a cartoon like that, right? Okay, so Miles, something like that. Okay, so tell me, what's the meaning of Miles? That's a very unusual name, if you agree with me, right? So what is the meaning of Miles?
It means a warrior.
Hey, show me your power. Show me. Look at mine. Whoa, let me see yours. Come on, let me see yours. Oh, you've got no power. Is there any warrior without a power? Okay, so show me your power. Let me see. Oh, you want me to do this that we do and then the muscle comes out? Okay, so I hope you have got some power in there, right? Have you got power in there? Even your mouth, there's no power in your mouth. So use your mouth to tell me whether you've got power or not. Have you got power in there? Yes. Okay, then that is Miles. Miles means a person of power. Okay, so welcome. That is Miles Ade Samuel. Where do you school? The name of your school?
Bentham International School of Kidney.
Bentham International School. What class are you in?
I'm in basic 3.
3. Whoa, and how old are you?
I am 7 years old.
Wow, 7 years old. How do you feel right now being on the show?
Feel good.
You feel good, right? Very good. Give me a high five. All right. Miles is going to be telling us a wonderful story. Miles, I've seen you 1, 2, 3 times telling story on the social media, and I'm wondering who the good is this boy? And that is why you're on the show today. Tell me about your storytelling skill. Who taught you how to tell story? Don't tell me. Don't tell lies. You promise to tell the truth, right? So, who taught you storytelling?
I learned the story from my dad.
Suppose your dad is also a storyteller?
Yes.
So okay. What's the name of your dad?
John Ade Samuel.
Oh, John Ade Samuel. Okay. If you know, you know, right, children? Okay, so your dad is a storyteller. Yes. So how did you learn? Do you always peep when he's telling story or how? Tell me.
No, I listen.
You listen. Wow, that's a very good one. And here is the parents watching. You see, Daddy did not necessarily teach Miles how to tell story, but Miles took it upon himself to listen to Daddy. Whatever it is we're doing, children are watching, you see, and they naturally will just learn. Don't mind me. Well, that was just a tip for Daddy and Mommy. All right, Miles, let's come back to you. So today you have a wonderful story to tell us. I hope it's not the kind of story that will make us cry.
No.
Okay, what kind of story is it?
The title of my story is The Cunning Rat.
The Cunning Rats. Woo, the Cunning Rats. Really?
Yes.
Wow, cunning. What's the meaning of cunning?
A person who takes things and pretend he doesn't take it to get goodies.
Ah, okay, this is what I'll do. Let me pretend. Okay, I just pretended like I didn't touch you, right? Okay, so when someone is cunning, you say, if that person, you know, if that person, okay, if the person does something and then pretends like he didn't do it just to get a reward from Daddy and Mommy, right?
Yes.
Okay, so the cunning what?
a cunning rat.
Okay. A rat's truly cunning. Let's listen to the story. Children at home, I hope you're listening to the story. And my audience, I hope you're listening as well, because I can ask questions. And trust me, we have good partners on this program that have given us some gifts for the game segment. So, well, maybe the gifts can come earlier than expected. So make sure you pay attention to the story, The Cunning Rat by Miles Ade Samuel. You have the floor, Miles. We want to hear your story.
There was a rat who was cunning.
Okay.
He takes things and pretend he doesn't do it. One sunny afternoon, he saw a bowl. He took it to Mama Rabbit and said, Mama Rabbit, I saw your mixing bowl as I was walking through this path, said the rat.
Okay.
What a nice young man you are, said Mama Rabbit. So the rat said, may I have some of your muffins? Instead of some, he ate all. Mama Rabbit and Rabbit were surprised as he waffled down the muffins. The rat didn't mind it. He continued his journey to a shop full of candies. The owners were cat and dog. The rat said, if I can just steal the rattle and get a reward. So he quietly walked in and stole the rattle. The owners were looking for the rattle when he came in and said, kind sir, is this not your rattle I saw across as I was going the roadside? Said the rat. What a nice young man you are, said the cat and dog. Is there anything I can offer you? Then the rat said, may I have some of your candies? They gave him, but he took the jar. And then he went to Mr. Frog. Mr. Frog was teaching the children music because he was a musician.
Like that.
The rat went into the bush and stole his banjo. The frog was looking for his banjo when he came out and said, sir, this is not your banjo I saw while I was walking on the ground. He said, what a nice young man you are. The rat said, may I have some of your shortbread? He took all the shortbread. Then the rabbit saw all through his lies.
Wow.
The rabbit came to tell Mr. Frog that Mrs. Duck was going to have an egg, so she was having a party. The rat heard about the party, so to get rewarded, he stole Mrs. Duck's egg. Mrs. Duck was looking for her egg. He said, help, help, my egg is missing, said Mrs. Duck. Peter Rabbit said, I know where he hid the egg. But the villagers did not believe him. They said, how could you accuse a man wrongly, said the villagers.
Good.
Let me show you where he hid the egg. They followed him. The time they went there was no egg. Meanwhile, the fox took the egg.
Wow.
The villagers now said, Rabbit, stop accusing a just man wrongly. The rabbit went. Then the rat went and looked for the egg so he could get rewarded. Unknowingly, rabbit came and took the egg as they were fighting for the egg. He was almost at the village when rat caught up with him and demanded for the egg. He said, give me the egg fair and square is mine. I know you stole the egg, said Rabbit. I'm going to let the villagers know that you stole the egg, said the Rabbit. The rat did not know that the villagers had heard what he said. He turned back and was ashamed of himself. They collected the egg and sent him out of the village and praised Peter. The moral of the story is always help. Help genuinely.
Genuinely from your heart. Don't help because you want mommy to add a portion of meat to your food, or you want to spite to your brothers and make them look bad. No, don't help because you have something that I think just being cunning is terrible. Mice, right?
Yes.
It's not just good to be cunning. Look at how the rat had painted other animals bad. Painted them like, he painted the situation as if he helped or rescued or helped them found their things. Whereas that was not it was the one stealing it, now presenting it as if he has helped them, just so they can give him some reward. Is that good, children? No. It is not good. That was a wonderful story, Miles. The cunning rat indeed. I hope you're not going to be like the cunning rat, so we don't have cunning Miles, right? Children watching at home, I hope you are not going to be cunning. And if you have been cunning, this is a call to stop. Stop, relent, stop it. Don't be cunning. It is not good. You have to help people genuinely. Don't help them because you have something in mind that you want to gain for yourself. Just do whatever it is that is good from your heart, okay? Thank you so much for that story, young man. And let me now go ask you some more personal questions, okay? What's your best color, Miles?
My best color is blue and red.
Blue and red, what a combination. That is good. And no wonder you're appearing in all blues today, huh? Okay, what's your favorite game to play? Sports?
Yes.
So what sport is your favorite?
I like doing races.
Races, can you run? Are you sure you can run? Let me ask you, has a dog pursued you before?
No.
If a dog has not pursued you before, then you can't convince me that you can run. But if a dog has pursued you before, you will know how to run like because you don't want to be beaten by a dog, right? Okay, so what do you want to become when you grow up? Or what problem do you want to solve in this whole wide world?
I want to be a storyteller.
Hey, interesting. Wow, you want to be a storyteller?
Yes.
That's good. Then it means you can have shows, organize, storytelling competition for children and all of that. That is impressive. Wow. So if we invite you to tell us a story next time, you are going to come around? That's very good. Okay, so tell me about your best food.
My best food is rice and beans.
Rice and beans. Why rice and beans now? When there is chicken and chips, amala and semo. It went like this. Why? Why don't you like swallow? And you want to be powerful, right? The meaning of your name, remember? So maybe you should eat more swallow, right? No, it has to be rice and beans. Okay, then. Very good. Maybe we can have some rice and beans after this show. All right, children, that is it from Maz. And Maz has told us a wonderful story today, the cunning rat. It is not good to be cunning. It is not rewarding at all. Because if you keep doing it, one day, it's going to bring a bad consequence. Thank you so much, Miles, for coming on the show today. We are really grateful. All right, so yeah, that is Miles Ade Samuel from Benkom International School in Okini. He is 7 years old and is in primary 3. All right, thank you for joining us today, Miles. We are so grateful, and I've got a little gift for you. Would that be all right? Okay, that's not because it's Connie. So, if I can have my gift right now, would you like to see it now?
Yes.
Are you sure about that?
Yes.
It's a liquor throw pillow right there, and it's got the name of the show on it. Here's what you can do with it. You can, of course, put it in your room, just put it on the shelf of your room, okay? And you can use it to decorate maybe your sitting room or something. Would that be all right?
Yes.
And yes, we need to say thank you to Kao Concept for this, all right? So this is a gift from Kao Concept. He made this and he asked us to give those who come as our guests. So Miles, take a look at this. You love this?
Yes.
All right, thank you so much for coming here. There you go, collect it. All right, that is from Kao Concept, and this is a gift to you. You like it?
Yes.
Thank you so much for coming on the show today. All right, children, the show has not ended. We're soon going into the game segment, so you don't want to miss this because today's game is, whoa, awesome. All right, don't change the channel because we will be right back.
Iconic African presents the narrative of a man destined to exert an imperishable global influence in Western education. His was a story of a freeborn, captured and sold into slavery. He was born in Oshogun, a native Yoruba village near Iseyin in Okeogun axis of southwest Nigeria. Samuel Ajayi Crowther was the foundation student of Fora Bay College, Sierra Leone, the foremost university where the pioneer set of native Africans were educated. Samuel Ajayi Crowther's greatest contribution to humanity was his translation of the Holy Bible into the Yoruba language. The man who authored the Yoruba dictionary was also credited with the translation of English classic hymns into Yoruba and the Ekwere languages. Samuel Ajayi Crowther's private residence in Badagry, incidentally, the first story building in Nigeria, is an archival museum dedicated to the memory of Africa's first bishop. Western Spring Television identifies Samuel Ajayi Crowther as a watershed character in history. The British Empire was the largest and the most powerful in the world. At its zenith, the empire embraced a quarter of the Earth's land surface and imposed her imperial majesty's rule on more than 458 million peoples across nations and continents. The empire took off with overseas possessions and trading posts established by England, spread over 3 million kilometers between 16th and early 18th century. Like previous empires, the British Empire began to crumble on its weight of overstretched territories and growing unrest in our various colonies. Today, the British Empire no longer exists. What is in place is the Commonwealth of Nations, a loose association of sovereign states which recognize the King of England as the titular head. Western Spring Television identifies the British Empire as a watershed empire in history. Born Jeremiah Oyeni Obafemi on March 6, 1905, Obafemi Awolowo was a prime architect of Nigeria's independence and most consummate advocate of free education and social welfare in Africa's most populous nation. Erudite politician, thinker and philosopher, Awo was fondly addressed by associates and political colleagues, brought his unique attributes to bear on governance in the defunct Western region. He administered as leader of government business and the premier between 1955 and 1958. Obafemi Awolowo's premiership witnessed pioneering in multi-sectoral policy initiatives and execution. The Western region under his administration paraded several enviable records. First television station in Africa, first real estate in Nigeria, first high-rise building in Nigeria, first modern sports stadium in Nigeria, first agricultural settlement in Nigeria, first modern civil service secretariat in Nigeria, and first industrial estate in Nigeria. His face is on 100 naira denomination as a mark of honor for his distinguished services to his country. Western Spring Television identifies Obafemi Awolowo as a major character in history. The Berlin Conference of 1884 defined the configuration of Africa, which hitherto existed as a continent of multiple kingdoms and empires under native rulers. The conference, otherwise referred to as Congo Conference, regulated European colonization and trade in Africa as initiated by German leader Otto von Bismarck. The Berlin Conference is often called the scramble for and partitioning of Africa, as each of the imperial powers carved separate portions of the continent for themselves without recourse to racial and cultural identities and differences. 137 years after the Berlin Conference was held, Africa remains a legitimized playground for European nations that sought to exploit its wealth and resources and manipulate its human capital to promote trade and investments of Western powers. Western Spring Television identifies the Berlin Conference as a major event in history.
Kiddies World. Oh, Kiddies World with LOLAH. Fun, educative, and inspiring. Oh, yes, you're welcome back. This is Kiddies World with LOLAH, and here is the game segment I told you about. So today's game is spectacular. Yes, you can see the table right here in front of me, and these children are here. Okay, so they're going to be playing these games right now. The idea is I've got a cup of water right here that is filled and a tissue paper with lined up wonderful gift. Talking about the gift, let me say a big thank you to Cow Concept for providing some of this gift. A big thanks also to Triple O Fragrance and more. Thank you so much for this gift. And of course, LOLAH Learning Hub, we appreciate you for this gift. Okay, so here is the idea, children. You're going to be dragging that tissue paper, rolling it. Okay, you will drag the water wherever it cuts. Whatever gift you meet there is what you pick. Okay, so if you're able to drag it to, we've got beautiful perfumes there, we've got a water bottle, we've got cookies, we've got milk. I mean, wherever it cuts is where you will have the gifts. Okay, so here is the game. Are you ready?
Yes.
Okay, so once you have a go, you go right there. So let's have you first over there. Go and take your position. That's it. So you're going to drag this. Remember, the moment if the water tips out, then you're out of the game. If it cuts, then you're out of the game, okay? So if it cuts, wherever it cuts is the gift that you pick. I know you're going to be eyeing that one over there, right? So let's see who goes with the gift. So go on. Everybody, you're going to count down. Let's see. Okay. Okay. It must not tip. The water must not pour. We have, let's count down from 10. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. Time is going. 5, 4. Keep rolling it. Woo. Careful. 1. Time up. Oh, you're supposed to finish it before the 10 would elapse. Okay? So let another person give it a try. Let's go. You must roll it before it is 10. Okay? So let's have the next person.
Yeah, Mom.
Go on. Roll the tissue back a bit. Okay. Let's do a countdown from 10, everybody. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. Time is going to 1. Woo! You've just tipped my water. Did it tip out there? Let's see. But then you didn't do it in 10 seconds. Who's going to do it in 10 seconds for me? In 10 seconds. In 10 seconds. Who will do it in 10 seconds? Yes? The next person. I think the girls are doing well now. Okay? Let's go. Count down. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Oh no, again. Are you sure I'm not going to go on with all these gifts today? You must finish the rolling in 10 seconds. 10 seconds. 10 seconds. Are you ready? Are you sure? Okay. Let's count down. 10, 9. Come on.
8.
Okay.
7, 6, 5,
5, 4, 3, 2.
1.
Oh. You see, you must not have tissue paper. You didn't roll it back as you were pulling. Who gets the gist of this game now?
Please.
I'm sure you can do it better now. You must not have it there. You must roll it in. Roll it in. Don't you want to go with this beautiful gift? Okay, the next person again. Start again. This time around, please get this beautiful gift there for you. Okay, let's start. 10,
9.
The water must not pour.
8, 7, 6.
The water just poured. No way. The water, did you see the wet tissue paper? Uh-oh. Okay, so we're starting again. Go to the other end. The water must not pour. You see, I have a wet tissue. Make it straight. Okay, can we start to count down? Let's go. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. Yeah. Woo! Okay. Oh, you didn't pick a gift the other time. Where did it stop? I think it was here. So pick your milk. There you go. Where did you stop? Here. Pick your gift. Put it together for them. Awesome. Okay. So we're going to have to go again. Are you enjoying this? Okay. Roll it, roll it, roll it, roll it. Who is going to win the perfume? Who? Who will win the perfume? Are you ready? The water must not tip out. So let's go again. 10, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. I suppose you tipped it right there. Okay. All right then. Here we go. So that's yours. Oh, okay. So pick that. Okay. So let's see. Who's got the other gifts there? Woo! All right, so roll that out for me. Roll it around. Okay, so here is our water. You're beginning to tip my water away now. Okay. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. Don't tip it. 3, you're almost there. 2. You did what you did the other time. You didn't roll in that tissue paper. I'm sorry. One more round and then this will be over. One more round. You didn't you roll it in. You roll it. You must roll it in. You must roll it back. Roll it back in. Another person, please. The next person. Okay. Yeah. Are you ready? Okay. Let's go. 10, 9, 8. And so you tipped it right there. Woo! Okay. Yeah, you just tipped it. All right, so you're going with that. Congratulations. And I'm sorry, you just all could not clear this gift. Why? Don't break my heart. Oh, all right then. But of course, on this show, we don't have a loser, right? So you've got this. All right. And who's not got a gift there? Everyone's got a gift. Wonderful. All right. Thank you so much for being part of this game segment. Children, put your hands together for them. All right. And we want to say thank you. Thank you so much for joining us on today's episode of Kiddies World with LOLAH. I am sure you have been inspired and entertained today. And of course, you have learned. I want to appreciate our guests and audience. You are the best. Put your hands together for yourself, everyone. Thank you so much. Join us next week for another fresh episode of Kiddies World with LOLAH here on Western Spring Television, channel 190 DTT on Star Times. The time is 1 p.m. Don't forget to also watch us on our social media handle, YouTube channel on Western Spring Television. Subscribe and make sure you turn on the post notification. We'll look forward to being on your screen again next time. And until then, please take good care of yourself. Thank you, a heartfelt thank you, to our sponsors and partners. Thank you, Cal Concept. Thank you, Triple O Fragrance and more. We appreciate you. Thank you for joining us today. Do enjoy the rest of your day. Thank you, LOLAH. Yes. Goodbye.